Okay, let's finish up because I've got a lot of stuff to do and I wasn't feeling well yesterday. And we have about 4 days of eggs to take care of. I want to talk about the new chart. This is chart 112, diatonic patterns for modal scale chords and same chords caged inversions. I don't know what that means. No, I know what it means. I wasn't thinking of it. I was just reading it. Now let me comprehend it. Diatonic patterns for modal scale chords and same chord caged inversions. Well, we better see what the heck this is about. It's probably not about much. The interesting thing about this chart, now of course the magic circle's in here. When I put it in here I thought, is that just being extra? But we were talking about the magic circle a little while ago in the previous segment, how C goes to E, that's a third, and then it goes back to fourth. E to A is a fourth, A to D is a fourth, D to G is a fourth, G to C is a fourth. And this is like the tuning fret. If you started on the sixth, which is A is the sixth, it would go A, D, G, C, E, A. So what key is that? What key is the magic fret? What key would that be tuning your guitar to? A is the sixth of C, is it not? So wouldn't that be tuning your guitar to C? Okay, correction. It would be tuning your guitar to A. So if you tune your guitar so that the lowest note, or you put a capo on the lowest A that you can find, or you can make an A by down tuning it, whatever. If your open string, the lowest open string is an A, you're tuning your guitar to A. Because the E shape is what I consider tuning the guitar to. So when you play an E shape, here I have a C tuned guitar. An E shape gives me a C way down here. This is the regular, hey, this is the, And with normal guitars, the tuning nut is on the E. So you just play the E shape, you get an E. Well, that E note is the root note. So if we're tuning, if you have the magic fret, or the tuning fret I call it, this is the magic circle. I just named it the magic circle because I couldn't explain why. I knew it had something to do with the tuning. So this is the tuning fret, this is the tuning circle, right? But additionally, these little guys out here, they're the cage shapes that are in between like this. So in between C and E is the D shape, and that's how that works. Let's move on. We can't keep getting into things that require more charts. I realize I'm explaining things that I'd like to back up with more charts, but it's better to stick with what we have a chart for. So I have to change what I'm explaining so that we have the chart for it. The interesting thing about this chart is that I filled in the accidentals. Okay, so here's your basic building blocks. These are like black notes. They are like black notes. But with guitar, you could treat them like black notes no matter where they are. They don't have to be accidentals like on the piano, right? They don't have to be accidentals like on the piano. So they can move around. So it's not crazy to look at them. Although when I make the guitar fretboard, okay, it's pretty much in the key of C. It's in the key of C because on a piano, this is where the black notes would be. If this is an E and this is an F, we'd have an F sharp there. And then G, we'd have a G sharp there. These are the black notes. And this is what I love about the guitar. Making the grid like that I can play. If I want to just play an F, I can hit that B flat right there. You know, they really do help. Pianists want to see those accidentals. Without those groups of 2 and 3 accidentals, we can't play. We have to have them. So that's why I made them. But what I'm saying is, according to these patterns now, when we look at patterns, you know that it's going to apply to any key, right? So 5 would be the 5 of any key, and that stack of 3 extra long right there, right? I would want that 5 to be a G. Okay, G, and then this would be A flat, and then this would be A, the 6th of G, and then that would be B flat, and then B. It's mixo-aeolian. It's aeolian if you start on the 6th. Okay, that aeolian would be the... You know? This sounds nice. So... and this is the pentatonic scale. So that's what makes this chart interesting. I've got all this stuff here so I can explain it. Now I don't feel like explaining it. But now one thing I'll tell you, where it's purple there, that is not an accidental. That is a diatonic note. So the blank notes are the diatonic ones. The black ones are true accidentals. And what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter what key you're in, you can view that key as having accidentals. Now if you use my guitar inlays, which will be available someday in this geological period, then you're not going to be able to do that. But without the fret nuts, without the inlays, if you're just using a regular guitar that doesn't have any labeling at all on it, except the dots, right? You can use this chart. So if you're in the key of D, let's say, that's going to have an F sharp, right? D would be your first, E would be your second, and your third would be this F sharp here. You see how it's black there? If I make that to the key of B, so the second would be B, the second would be C sharp, okay? The third would be D sharp, and let's see, the second would be D sharp. All right, 2, 3. The fourth we're not going to play. Let's try that one more time. We're in the key of D here, okay? At key of B here, right? On the piano. Now you can't do this on the piano because it's set. It's set in its ways. But no matter what note that is, you can use the chart to look at those as accidentals. And you do want to have those as accidentals. Where are the accidentals? They're in between the first and the second and the third, and then they're also in between the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh.